What's also really nice is the base, starting from the base model, comes with a lot of safety.
249 access.
The base model comes with a standard safety features as well, and that's a pretty nice addition.
Turn left onto the Texas. Continue on Texas.
So it does come with blind spot detection alerts. It does have lane departure alerts. It doesn't have where if you kind of like veer off, it kind of puts you back into the center lane. And then it also has adaptive cruise control, which is for me, that's huge for driving long distance, and it just is pretty decent. There is, since it's a smaller car, there's really no like blind spots. There's just very small room for blind spots, but the extra blind spot detection will help you. Backup camera, the only thing that I've found out, so maybe it's the settings that I haven't turned on yet, but blind spots, if somebody gets in your way when you're backing up, it didn't sound off any alarms or anything like that, but no big deal. Good on the safety features, especially for being base model. Alright everyone, this week's rental is the Nissan Sentra SV in this nice cool Arctic blue color, sitting on 16-inch rims. Nice, cool styling, modern design to it. This the Sentra used to be the subcompact version, but that's been replaced by the Nissan Versa, and now it's grown up a little bit, and it sits right behind the Nissan Altima. Overall, it has a modern design with the honeycomb grille that's blacked out that says Nissan right here. Underneath the hood is an inline 4 2.0 liter, pushing out around 140 horsepower and roughly 130 pounds of torque. A little bit underpowered, but it is a lighter vehicle, so that helps out with acceleration. Really like the sleek design. The wheelbase is a little bit longer from previous years, but not too long, not as long as the Altima. I like this little flaring right here in the trunk. Nice clean design, really like the design. Underneath you have quite a bit of storage space for this subcompact sedan, 4-door sedan. Let's check in the back to see how that feels. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Really comfortable back here. 6-foot driver, 6-foot passenger in the back. Just a little bit of knee room. Decent amount of head space. Seats back here are pretty comfortable. On the side you have hard plastic, carbon fiber looking material, and some leather. Speakers and cup holders and little handle storage space right here. Over in the middle, this trim only doesn't have rear climate controls. It does have one USB-A for right here. And then over here, you have your center console that rolls down. Let's go in the inside. Oh yeah, so this could easily fit 3 adult passengers. A little bit tight, but not too uncomfortable for them. Let's hop in the front and see what's going on in there. All right, so hopping in the front, meted with a digital analog gauge, nice wrapped leather steering wheel, leather upholstery, soft plastic instead of hard plastic this time on the side, leather over here, same carbon fiber material, and leather over here as well. You have your turn signals on the left steering column and your windshield wipers on the right steering column. You have your Bluetooth and the center console controls, information controls, your Bluetooth and your cruise control settings over here. Over on the side, you have rectangular air vents. You have eco mode. You have your light brightness, trip settings, trunk opener. Down there is the gas tank opener. Over on this side, you have your power windows and lock controls. Moving over into the center console, you have your lighting, not push button light, has the hard wired light, sunglass, rear view. Moving on down, you seems to have like a 7-8 inch screen for the infotainment and controls right here. I like how it's positioned. You're easily able to get to everything. I really like the circular air vents down here. It gives you a nice modern upscale design. Your climate controls down here, you have your USB-C and USB-A with the 12-volt direct port. Little storage area over here. You have your push button start right there, your gear controls, which is pretty nice, your coin holder and your cup holders. Center console, you have a very deep storage space, which is nice. And then you have your standard glove compartment. Headroom space up the front is really nice as well. I really like the seats. It's not leather seats, but it's very comfortable and you fit very snug while you're driving, and it just helps with the driving experience. Having said that, let's go ahead and take this Nissan Sentra on the road and see how it performs. Alright, so overall, I really enjoyed the driving experience in this Nissan Sentra. It's kind of like the perfect size for, and this is just personal preference. I like the size of the car. It's not too small, where you have like no road presence, and it's not too big, too wide, or too long, where you have trouble maneuvering and parking and things like that, which I noticed when I rented the Nissan Altima. So It's a good size to maneuver around, and you're able to maneuver in and around the city pretty well. And on the highway, it's the engine noise or the cabin noise is moderate. It's very comfortable. Like I said earlier, the seats really play a good part in making that ride a little bit more comfortable and enjoyable. So, having said that, steering is very responsive. It's using the electronic steering assistance. And then braking is surprisingly very grippy. It stops on a dime. Acceleration is decent. You may have to put it in sports mode right here, DS, to get any type of performance from the 149 horsepower engine, and for one person it's pretty good. It's enough, but it does kind of struggle on the highways, passing up cars and things like that. However, the underpoweredness plays into the part where it gets decent gas mileage, around 29-30 miles per gallon, mixed city and highway. It does lack in its competitors. I know the Toyota Corolla clocks in at 40, close, or 39, close to 40 miles per gallon, but respectable gas mileage. And having said that, the suspension is on the, I guess it's in the middle between stiff and soft. The 16-inch rim with the fat tires helps it with the ride comfortability. I know there's a 18-inch rim option, which is will add a little bit of cabin noise and make the ride a little bit more rough. But overall, I like the 16-inch rims with the suspension. It's not too soft, it's not too rough. It's kind of like a Goldilocks type of thing. And this Nissan Sentra as a whole is kind of like a Goldilocks type of car. So the only bad thing is that underpowered engine, mated with the CVT transmission. It does its best to accelerate, but it does lack that. If you want a more powered, then you're gonna have to get the step up to the Nissan Altima, which is a little bit bigger, but it has more room and a more powerful engine. So this is pretty much the engine that you're going to get for all trim models. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments section, but if Nissan implements a more powerful engine and take away the CVT, then it would be great. I know there is the Nissan like SR, like super racing models that are out there that is performance based, so that could be a consideration if you're looking for it. But I overall, I like the Nissan Sentra, the modern day Nissan Sentra. It has changed quite a bit in the past 10 years. It's one of those staple cars for Nissan. As a rental, I have no hesitation of renting it again. So I would give it a B plus, just because the engine is a little bit underpowered. But man, I never said this about a rental, but the seats are super comfortable, and it's also a blend of, it gives you enough premium features to make it the right premium features, like leather wrapped steering wheels, leather upholstery, but no like power, no power seating adjustments. But hey, for this car, I don't think it really needs it. So a decent one. I would, if you had a choice between the Versa or the Sentra, I would totally pick the Sentra. I would actually possibly pick the Sentra as a rental over the more powerful Nissan Altima. But if I was on like a longer road trip, I may opt for the Altima. So it's pretty much comes down to personal preference, but overall not a bad rental, not a bad car by Nissan. It's a great little four-door sporty, semi-sporty sedan. So let me know what you guys think about the Nissan. If you owned any in the past, what you liked, what you disliked about it, and see you in the next video. Bye now.